cheese. Hood Cottage Cheese.
Now, your primetime local news leader. Fox 22 News at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, political leaders of Maine continue to speak out following Maine lobster appearing on Monterey Bay Aquarium's Seafood Watch Red List. Legislators have written directly to the California-based organization providing additional research to counter their claims and request an immediate reversal of the decision. Maine lobster was added to the Red List as a protection tactic for North Atlantic right whales swimming in the Gulf of Maine. Advocacy group Maine Guarding Right Whales reports fewer than 350 of them currently still exist.
There has never been a case of a right whale that was killed due to entanglement in Maine lobster gear. This listing makes absolutely no sense. My worry is that they will be unaware that this is not a scientifically based decision.
Collins says retailers often utilize Seafood Watch decisions when making purchases, which is why her office plans to continue reaching out to retailers with information supporting Maine lobstermen and safety measures they've already taken to protect North Atlantic right whales. Well, the Hamden Fire Department trained yesterday for so-called Mayday situations. The department's rapid intervention crews practiced locating members who simulated being trapped, ensuring them adequate air supply, and taking them to safety. Crews also trained for rescues in confined spaces and with high-angle rescue techniques. A man in Burnham earned a life-saving achievement award for his actions in saving a woman from a burning car. Matthew Jarancic has that story.
She is alive and well today because of Tristan's actions that night.
A crash happened in Burnham August 6th around midnight. According to Waldo County Sheriff Jeremy Trafton, Tristan Poulin was home when he heard a loud sound.
We had a young woman who lost control of her vehicle and ran off the road, flipped the car over, and Tristan heard the crash. He actually ran outside in his stocking feet. The car was already on fire.
Sheriff Trafton says Tristan Poulin reacted in the moment.
Tristan ran out barefoot and grabbed her and got her. He tried to get her out of one side of the car and couldn't get the doors open. He ran around to the other side as the flames were spreading in the vehicle, and he was able to get that door open. He pulled her out and pulled her to safety.
Sheriff Trafton says Poulin's effort meant a lot to the entire Waldo community, and his quick thinking earned him a life-saving achievement awarded by the Sheriff's Department. Trafton says this award holds a special meaning to him and the people who earned it.
We don't give out a lot of these, so we put a lot of thought and meaning into this award. Give life-saving awards, from time to time to people across the state, and this is exactly the type of situation when somebody goes out of their way to save somebody's life and putting their own life at risk. She would not be here today. So that family would be mourning the loss of their daughter, of their sister.
It was actually Deputy Dyer who wanted to give Tristan the award, saying that he did everything by the books to help save that young girl's life. Reporting from Belfast, Matthew Jarancic, ABC7 and Fox 22.
Well, this morning, Northern Lights C.A. Dean Hospital in Greenville reached a new milestone in the construction of its new facility. After only a few months of construction, they celebrated the placement of the final beam on the structure of what will be the new hospital. Northern Lights C.A. Dean Hospital President Marie Vinot says part of the current facility is over 100 years old, making everyone even more eager for the completion. She hopes that the new addition will allow Northern Light Health to support the area for the next 100 years and beyond. And according to Vinot, none of this progress would have been possible without all of the generous donations from the community.
We had a total of 250 plus individual donors and a huge amount of support from the local community. So we were overwhelmed and impressed with how much the community came together to help us support this project.
According to Northern Light Health, construction will be completed by the summer of 2023. And speaking of summer, the temperatures have certainly been summer-like, and we are staring down one very nice-looking weekend. And with a bit more on that, let's turn things over to Jeff Weller and take a first look at our forecast.
All right, Beth, thank you. Happy Friday. We made it. Your first weather is brought to you by Goose River Farm Meat Store. And okay, look what we did today. 82 here in Bangor, 80 Millinocket, 78 Bar Harbor. This is not normal. The average high being low 70s. We're all above that today. We'll do it all over again tomorrow and Sunday, probably Monday as well. Nothing but clear skies out there now. Lots of stars. It's going to be a great night and a great weekend for anything outdoors. And it's not going to feel like September either with those temperatures in the 80s. So our forecast then tonight, though, is mostly clear skies. There could be some dense fog well after midnight with low temperatures down in the upper 50s to low 60s. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth?
Alrighty, Jeff, thanks so much, and we'll be waiting for more detail on that later. In the meantime, still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, Greenville is hosting a weekend-long international seaplane fly-in event, and a Husson University student that beat the odds to pursue a higher education is being honored. We'll have those stories and more local news when we come right back.
What happened between Tuesday and Friday? Jared Golden broke his promise. Tuesday, Jared Golden campaigned as an independent fighter against Biden's spending that he knew
would make inflation worse.
But 3 days later, voted for Biden's newest spending bill that will raise taxes on nearly every Mainer, nearly double the IRS. And in Jared Golden's words,
make inflation worse.
Jared Golden broke his promise to Mainers. Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
When you're ready to tackle your next building project, no matter how big or small, depend on Hammond Lumber Company for the products and services you need. The knowledgeable staff at Hammond Lumber will be with you every step of the way and keep your project on schedule. From free estimating and project planning to design and drafting services, an extensive product inventory with a wide variety of brands to choose from, and of course, Hammond delivers from any of the locations across Maine and New Hampshire. Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
At Hashi's Auto Enhancing, our focus is on the appearance, longevity, and value of your vehicle. Does your undercarriage look like this? You can go from this to this. And if you have a new vehicle, you can avoid this. Our annual undercoating service will add years of life to your vehicle. At Hashi's, we also do rhino linings. We can rhino rocker panels, bumpers, trailers, side-by-sides, and more. We take pride in making your ride shine inside and out. Book one of our detailing packages.
Bring your ride to us to protect your investment.
Hey, Red Sox fans, you've got to play You Pick 'em Red Sox at foxbangor.com. Local weekly winners receive prizes. Register now at foxbangor.com. You Pick 'em Red Sox is sponsored by Twin City Tint in Brewer, Comfort Shoes and More in Newport, Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor, and Twin City Tile in Brewer.
Ohtani leads the Angels against Altuve and the Astros. Baseball Night in America, Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox.
Aaron Rodgers leads the pack.
Touchdown!
Against Kirk Cousins and the Vikings.
Wow!
The NFL is back Sunday on Fox.
We are the first family of country music. Just watch.
Monarch. Series premiere this Sunday on Fox.
Welcome back, everybody. More than $77 million is heading to Maine for road projects in Aroostook and Washington counties. According to a statement from Senator Susan Collins' office, the projects will complete the bypass to divert large semi-trailer trucks from Presque Isle's Main Street. It will also rehabilitate 68 miles of Route 1 between Machias and Calais. The funding from the Infrastructure for Rebuilding America program leverages federal grants to help communities invest in high-priority projects to fix crumbling infrastructure. Senator Collins said in part, quote, U.S. Route 1 is a vital transportation corridor that many Mainers rely on every day to get to work, go to school, and access health care and other essential services. By supporting the next phase of the Presque Isle bypass, this funding will help keep the largest trucks off downtown streets, making it easier and safer to reach local businesses. She went on to say by rehabilitating nearly 70 miles of Route 1 in down East Maine, this funding will reduce crashes, improve access to local communities, and the Bold Coast Scenic Byway, end quote. Well, Greenville is hosting a weekend-long event that is just plain fun. Our Devin Dagnall has the story.
Friday, Greenville kicked off its 48th International Seaplane Fly-In. Every year since 1974, seaplanes from all over the United States and Canada come to land on Moosehead Lake and enjoy a weekend in Greenville. Attending the event is free for anyone who would like to watch the planes in action.
When the event was conceived back in the early 70s, it was designed as kind of a wind-down weekend for local seaplane operators, which were very prominent in the area. So after a long tour season, they said, let's get together after Labor Day, have a little bit of a gathering, a little seaplane activity, banquets, those types of things. And it's just developed from there into a very large organization.
The weekend is filled with various events for both pilots and aviation enthusiasts alike to enjoy. According to Board of Directors member Keith Strange, one of the most popular contests at the fly-in is the takeoff contest. During the event, pilots are put head-to-head to see who can make the fastest and smoothest takeoff. Eric Holstrom, a pilot who flew all the way from Wisconsin, is back again after being here for last year's fly-in.
It was excellent. We had a great time. We showed up, was able to stay the weekend, and then turned it into a longer vacation, went over to Bangor and Bar Harbor and spent a week over there. So same plans for this year.
Beyond the event, Gary Norris, president of the Greenville International Seaplane Fly-In, says that the organization is also committed to inspiring and aiding the next generation of pilots.
As an international seaplane organization, we do scholarships, donations to Maine Aeronautics. We do some for the Aeronautic Cadet CAP kids, and then University of Maine, we help with scholarships through them. That's part of our goal, is put back into the aviation community.
In Greenville, I'm Devin Dagnall, reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
A Husson University student that beat the odds to pursue a higher education was featured during the Women's Philanthropy Council luncheon. Carla Rodriguez is a junior college student who found herself on the brink of homelessness during her senior year of high school. Thanks to help from a close friend's mother, she was able to secure housing and stay motivated to apply to college. Now, 3 years later, the Massachusetts native is a double major at Husson University with a 3.4 GPA. Rodriguez and other students receiving scholarships had the opportunity to meet the varied donors who helped contribute to their success.
Well, it's pretty special for me because I attended college on a scholarship for 4 years, and I learned how important it was.
It's very important to actually take that first step, and it's very hard to do that, but once you do that, it's easier to keep going, and in the end, you'll be happy that you did do that.
Rodriguez says she plans to become a surgeon thanks to the generosity of those who have donated to her education. And coming up on the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22, Ezekiel Kelly, the 19-year-old who is accused of terrorizing Memphis on Wednesday, was arraigned today. And Ukraine's armed forces have made significant early gains in their counteroffensive against Russian troops. We'll have those stories and more as the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22 continues.
Home isn't just about looks, it's how it makes you feel. Calm, or maybe even cozy. And now get up to 60 months no interest. Experience the difference at Jordan's.
At Bouchard Cleaning, rebuilding and restoring means more than just another job. To us, it's about bringing back cherished memories, restoring unforgettable moments in time, and giving hope when all was thought to be lost. For over 35 years, our mission has remained the same. You keep the memories, we'll handle the rest. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
The Furniture Gallery is celebrating Labor Day. Thank you to those who continue to work hard every day. It's your time to kick back and relax in a new recliner. Save 10% on our entire recliner selection. After a long day at work, you deserve a great night's sleep. The Furniture Gallery is offering a free bundle with any Simmons Harmony Luxe, Serta iComfort, and Serta Perfect Sleeper mattress purchase. Special financing is available. Support our main family-owned business. The Furniture Gallery, Augusta, Bangor, Gorham, Newport, and North Windham.
Now you can buy a certified pre-owned vehicle with confidence in every turn. Meet Ford Blue Advantage. Browse our massive inventory online anytime. Then check out our vehicles in person at your Ford dealer. See, touch, drive before you buy. And get a certified inspection, a Ford-backed warranty, Carfax report, a money-back guarantee, and 31,000 factory-trained technicians to service your Ford after the sale. Ford Blue Advantage. Certified pre-owned vehicle buying built for you.
We've got a huge game here. Everybody is excited for this. A matchup between two heavyweight fighters. Kick it off, baby. Let's rock it. Let's go. The best team in the country. This defense in the play. Exceptional stuff. Unreal. Touchdown, Texas. Oh, my goodness. Instant classic.
Need new furniture now but don't have a lot of money to spend? Come save at the Furniture Factory outlet in every Jordan store and get up to 60 months no interest. Experience the style at Jordan's.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business.
A court appearance Friday in Memphis for the suspect accused in this week's shooting rampage that killed 4 people. Fox's Jonathan Seri has more.
Ezekiel Kelly stood before a judge Friday morning after allegedly opening fire in a string of deadly shootings in and around Memphis. Kelly was arraigned on 1 charge of first-degree murder, but the DA says more charges are pending. Kelly has a prior criminal conviction for aggravated assault, but was released in March after serving just 11 months of a 3-year prison sentence.
This office takes repeat violent offenders very seriously. It merits a strong response. That's the kind of response we'll get from this district attorney's office.
Paramedics pronounced the first victim, Dwayne Tunstall, dead outside a home just after 1 o'clock Wednesday. 3 unidentified witnesses who were at the home at the time told police Kelly asked Tunstall to talk in private and then, after a short conversation, allegedly opened fire. Nearly 4 hours later, Kelly allegedly embarked on a shooting spree, prompting police to urge residents to shelter in place. Kelly can allegedly be seen in this surveillance video obtained by Fox News Digital, pulling up and running in and out of an AutoZone store where police say he shot and critically wounded an innocent man. The rampage went on for hours until Kelly allegedly crashed a stolen car. Police arrested him at the scene. Officials say Kelly live-streamed the attacks on Facebook. In Memphis, Jonathan Seri, Fox News.
Meanwhile, thousands of runners gathered in Memphis to finish the run Eliza Fletcher started but never finished. Men, women, and children took to the streets of the city early Friday. They began the run at 4:20 a.m., the moment Fletcher was abducted while running near the University of Memphis campus a week ago. Participants ran Fletcher's original route, about 8.2 miles. Many said it was an appropriate tribute to the slain jogger and mother of 2.
It's very emotional. We live in Midtown. I've known Eliza slightly a long time ago, and I think it's a real tribute to her and to the fact that women should be able to get out early in the morning or whenever and do this, and it's so good for our city at this time.
Cleotha Henderson, the man accused of kidnapping and murdering Fletcher, is being held without bond. Well, Ukraine's armed forces have made significant early gains in their counteroffensive, but fighting appears set to drag on for months. Fox's Jeff Paul has more from Kyiv.
Battlefield momentum appears to be shifting as the back-and-forth battle for Ukraine accelerates. The Ukrainian military reporting significant gains in the early phase of a major counteroffensive focused in the south and east. The Pentagon says Ukraine is making, quote, demonstrable progress as Moscow scrambles to redeploy its forces.
We're also seeing Ukraine not only hold the line in the Donbass and in the Northeast, but, as you noted, make a significant advance.
The war is now entering a critical period, and the next few weeks could be key to stopping the Russian military as winter approaches. But the U.S. also says it expects this offensive to drag on for months, with fighting eventually turning back into a stalemate. The Biden administration doing everything it can to help the Ukrainians keep the momentum, announcing 2 military aid packages this week worth almost $3 billion.
We can't really predict how long things are going to last or what the outcome is going to be. We can only do what we've done thus far in continuing to support Ukraine.
Meanwhile, on the economic front, European leaders are working on new ways to blunt the impact of huge energy price hikes brought on by the war, with supplies running low in some areas as winter approaches.
The big interference here is from the Russian government. They, through their acts, have used gas as a weapon of war.
The EU is considering putting a cap on Russian oil and gas. Russia says if that happens, they'll cut supplies even further. In Kyiv, Jeff Paul, Fox News.
A special agreement with Democratic West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin is threatening to upend efforts to avoid a government shutdown at the end of the month. Fox's Chad Pergram has more from Washington.
You can never find many lawmakers who are willing to force a government shutdown.
I don't think the government's going to shut down. It costs money to shut the government down.
But the things which don't directly fund the government often threaten the potential for a shutdown. However, Democrats promised Joe Manchin he'd get a provision in the spending bill to expedite energy permits. That's in exchange for Manchin agreeing to support the tax, health, and climate bill.
Our intention is to add it to the CR, absolutely.
But even though Republicans like drilling, some balked at the horse trading.
I will not vote for a continuing resolution that is part of a political payback scheme.
Now Manchin is hearing it in stereo from the right and the left. A coalition of liberals concerned about the environment pledged to oppose the funding package if leaders include the Manchin provision.
I rise this morning to express my strong opposition to the so-called side deal that the fossil fuel industry is pushing to make it easier for them to pollute the environment and destroy our planet.
Manchin defends his agreement.
Basically, it's part of the whole process that we put together. Everyone thinks it's a side deal. There's no side deal.
There will always be some things thrown in there, but the more you put on the truck, the harder it is to move.
It's always a challenge to craft a funding bill that gets the right mix of members to vote yes. That depends on what's in or out of the bill. It's kind of like Goldilocks. Not too hot, not too cold, but just right. On Capitol Hill, Chad Pergram, Fox News.
Well, DOJ officials are asking a Florida judge to reconsider her ruling that stops government investigators from examining classified documents seized at former President Trump's Florida home. Fox's Mark Meredith has more from Washington.
Federal prosecutors say they plan to appeal a Florida judge's ruling which would appoint a special master or independent third party to review materials seized from former President Trump's Florida estate. Prosecutors also argue they need the ability to continue reviewing the seized materials. Despite claims from Trump's lawyers, some documents should be off limits. Former Trump Attorney General Bill Barr argues the government has a solid case.
The classified stuff are government documents, and they go to the government. There is no scenario legally under which the president gets to keep the government documents, whether it's classified or unclassified.
DOJ officials also argue an independent review is unnecessary, as it's already finished cataloging the documents recovered. Meantime, former President Trump continues to rage against the government he once led. On social media, posting, quote, "They leak, lie, plant fake evidence, allow spying on my campaign, deceive the FISA court, raid, and break into my home, lose documents, and then ask me, as the 45th president of the United States, to trust them." As Trump criticizes investigators on Capitol Hill, Democrats are coming to their defense.
Our intelligence committee is working very closely with them to see, that our secrets, what has happened to our secrets, and to see what should be done about that.
Both lawyers for the former president and government have until Friday to submit potential special master candidates, but this appeals process, which is expected, could drag the case on much longer. In Washington, Mark Meredith, Fox News.
Meanwhile, the country's lead official for transportation says upcoming air travel will be better and airlines will be ready. Pete Buttigieg says the federal government will work to resolve the factors feeding travel headaches that abounded during holiday flying season. Buttigieg says worries like what travelers have experienced in a bad summer flying season will be much smoother, and he's pressing airlines to make sure of it. Buttigieg says the new pressure and DOT website for complaints have moved more airlines to commit to providing hotels and meals for stranded travelers. And still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, if you're looking for something a little fun this weekend, the 69th annual Clinton Lions Fair is underway. And in sports, week 2 of Sports Blitz kicks off tonight. Tyler Cruz in the hot seat with all the action and more. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Let the games begin.
We finally did it. Did right by every child in Maine. For the first time ever, Maine is paying its full share for pre-K through 12 education. We did it by putting politics aside and bringing Democrats, Republicans, and independents together to put our kids first. With more resources in the classroom, better pay for teachers, and property tax relief for homeowners.
Fully supporting our kids. One more way Governor Mills puts Maine first.
The auto business has had its share of challenges over the last couple years. If you'd like to get behind the wheel of a new Toyota faster, here's a key tip.
I don't see many vehicles on your lot. Will I be able to get a new Toyota in another month or so?
Yes, you will. It's just going to take a while for production to catch up with demand. The pandemic shut down factories for months, but we're now receiving regular shipments. Our best advice is to come see us to pre-order your vehicle as soon as possible. As always, we sincerely appreciate your business. All roads lead to Down East on Wilson Street in Brewer.
Oh, great. My wireless bill just went up.
Should have gone with US Cellular. They aren't raising prices on any of their plans.
Seriously?
Yeah, my price won't increase.
Well, that is refreshing. I feel like everywhere you turn these days, prices are going up.
Supply chain got us too. Don't get me started on the overhead cost.
At US Cellular, every plan for everyone is price protected.
You know, I respect a female entrepreneur.
US Cellular, where every plan is price protected.
I'm Jim with Lowry & Associates. Winning car accident cases is what we do. Check out a few of our big wins.
I injured my torso, and they got me $195,000. What did the twos do for you?
I needed foot surgery, and they got me $215,000. What did the twos do for you?
I broke multiple bones, and Lowry & Associates got me $450,000.
Call the twos. We win for you.
If you're hurt in an accident, what do? Call 222-2222.
LAFD, we will come to you.
An emergency is the absence of choice, robbing us of our safety.
I can feel it coming.
Get off the field!
Oh my God.
911 season premiere, September 19th on Fox. Watch anytime. All seasons available on Hulu.
He's the first King of England almost anybody alive has ever known. King Charles III giving his introduction to Britain and the world as the first new British monarch in 70 years. Fox's Madeline Rivera has the latest from London.
King Charles III addressing his nation and the world in a moment he has spent most of his life preparing for.
Our values have remained and must remain constant.
In his first speech as sovereign, King Charles making clear his plan to carry on his mother's legacy while honoring her service.
Queen Elizabeth was a life well lived, a promise with destiny kept, and she is mourned most deeply in her passing. That promise of lifelong service I renew to you all today.
Charles now ascending to the throne in an era of great uncertainty for both his country and the monarchy itself.
This pub here, in the middle of Camden, silent.
listening to every word he said.
Charles became the King of England following the death of his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, who died Thursday in Scotland at 96.
Every world event since 1952, she has been associated with one way or another.
On Friday, His Majesty was welcomed by a massive crowd of mourners and well-wishers outside Buckingham Palace.
And he just seemed very pleased to be here, and he appreciated people being here.
Britain now in a mourning period until a state funeral for the Queen. In London, Mallory Rivera, Fox News.
And as you just heard, the new King of England promises he will serve with loyalty, respect, and love for the remaining time God grants him. King Charles III making that address again to the British people one day after his mother, Queen Elizabeth II, died at age 96. Fox News senior foreign affairs correspondent Greg Palcott continues our coverage from London.
At noon, bells rang from the grand cathedrals to the small chapels of this land in honor of the monarch who reigned for some 70 years. Then various cannons and guns blasted 96 times for all the rich 96 years of the Queen's life. The House of Commons, usually the scene of raucous politics, struck a note of solemn memorial and fond remembrances, including from former Prime Minister Boris Johnson, who also saw the Queen on Tuesday.
She was as radiant and as knowledgeable and as fascinated by politics as ever I can remember.
Condolences for the Queen continue to stream in from around the world. French President Macron tried out his English.
To you, she was your Queen. To us, she was the Queen. To us all, she would be with us forever.
And Russian President Vladimir Putin paused his anti-West offensive to note in a telegram the irreparable loss of the Queen's death. At Buckingham Palace, a sign of things to come. For the first time, Charles returned to the official royal residence as King Charles III with Queen Consort Camilla. In a common touch much loved about his mother, he greeted the crowds, shook hands, received kisses. The royal couple admired mounds of flowers. In his first televised address to the nation, Charles looked back and forward.
Queen Elizabeth was a life well lived, a promise with destiny kept, and she is mourned most deeply in her passing. That promise of lifelong service I renew to you all today.
Getting right down to business, he met for the first time as king with Prime Minister Liz Truss. The folks outside Buckingham Palace sound right behind him.
He's just lost his mum, so, it was an emotional thing.
He was very open and he was very thankful for people coming out.
King Charles continues his journey on Saturday when the so-called Accession Council meets and officially proclaims him king. The remembrances of the late Queen Elizabeth II grow and deepen. In London, Greg Palcott, Fox News.
Well, switching gears now, the Food and Drug Administration is closing its investigation into a popular cereal after some consumers claimed it made them sick. According to the New York Post, some consumers claim they experienced vomiting, nausea, and stomach cramps after eating Lucky Charms. The FDA says it could not find any cause of the self-reported illnesses after testing the popular cereal. The FDA started its investigation back in April. The Post says at the end of the investigation, more than 550 people had reported feeling sick to the FDA. General Mills, the maker of Lucky Charms, says it cooperated with the agency and did not find any evidence of illness linked to its products. Well, need an order or a reservation from your favorite restaurant? The human touch is moving to artificial intelligence. Casual and takeout restaurants are shifting to voice bots. This is due to short staffing from the pandemic, according to a Wall Street Journal report. A survey by the National Restaurant Association says 65% of restaurants are still short-handed. Voice bots take orders consistently in multiple numbers when staffers would feel stressed. Some bots being tested can even let you know how long the wait will be for your table. Well, a new report says inflation has not only adjusted regular living, but it's changed holiday seasonal shopping. The report by financial services company Bankrate.com says that half of holiday shoppers won't wait for Thanksgiving this year. They'll be buying by October 31st. Now, 2 in 5 say that inflation is impacting those shopping decisions. Many shoppers are going even earlier. 11% said they will get a jump this month on their holiday shopping, and 18% said they will start in October. 59% say they'll buy fewer items. More than 2,400 people participated in that survey. Certainly plenty of good reason to get an early jump on your holiday shopping, for sure. Well, a yard sale happening in Orono this weekend has a slightly different twist. Everything is donated by students and community members, and there are no prices. Customers set their own prices, and people are encouraged to donate whatever they can afford.
We don't want cost to be a barrier to anyone having access to goods that they need or want and will love. And so we're trying to minimize landfill waste. We're asking for people to bring donations, and then we'll find good homes for them.
Proceeds from the sale and monetary donations will go to the Wilson Center for Spiritual Exploration and Multi-Faith Dialogue and the Terrell House that serves as a hands-on living center. The yard sale at 67 College Avenue in Orono continues through Sunday. And if you're looking for even more fun this weekend, the 69th annual Clinton Lions Fair is underway. The agricultural fair features events like a pig scramble, tractor pulls, midway exhibits, and a pie eating contest. Clinton Lions President Sean Buck says it's a very family-oriented event with something for everyone.
Dairy capital of Maine. And we set up an education center for the kids. There's interaction for them as well over there to teach them about the dairy industry and where food comes from.
It's a good agricultural fair. It's close by, and the food is great.
Runs through Sunday, which is a bracelet day, meaning unlimited rides for $25. Proceeds benefit the Clinton Lions Club and their community projects. We could not have ended on a cuter, fuzzier friend than that. Alrighty, folks. Well, Jeff Weller is coming back with our full 5-day All the Answers. What does the weekend hold? We're about to find out.
We are gearing up for the best weekend ever. Seriously, temperatures in the 80s, lots of sunshine, a light wind, but we're going to pay for it at some point, right? Those details for you when I come back.
We're lucky to live in Maine. We have a wealth of natural resources, hardworking people, and time for the things that matter. Mechanical Services is all about Maine, with energy efficiency that protects our environment and helps businesses grow. Preventive maintenance and energy solutions that save money. How Maine is that? Mechanical Services. We're everywhere you are in Maine.
General Rental Center has been serving Central Maine with equipment and tool rentals for more than 30 years. Our extensive inventory contains everything you need to get the job done right. Our professional, knowledgeable staff is here to make sure that you get the highest quality rental items to complete your project and that they have been serviced and maintained to the highest standards. Power brooms to get that sand off the lawn, leaf blowers, brush chippers, stump grinders, aerial lifts, tillers, and excavators. We rent most everything. If you don't see it in our online catalog, please ask for it. If we don't have the item you need, we would be happy to help you find it.
Introducing the Planet Fitness Guide to getting that post-workout glow. Step 1. What's your why? More epic energy? Better sleep? Blow off steam? Step 2. Join Planet Fitness for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime, and get moving. Go cardio crazy in our clean and spacious clubs. Jam out on the strength machines and get down with some dumbbells. Step 3. Bask in that post-workout glow. Join Planet Fitness today for $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, September 14th.
My husband. He took my son. He could take him anywhere. Why do you think Marco took Luca? He knows something's going on with this guy you work for.
You can be free of Armand. Cooperate with the FBI, and I will keep you safe.
It's more complicated than that.
Let's settle this, or you'll never see your son again.
I'm not gonna let anything happen to my son.
I have some bad news.
The Cleaning Lady season premiere, Monday, September 19th on Fox.
Mix it up. Yeah, boy! With the Call Me Cat season premiere.
Yeah, boy.
Thursday, September 29th on Fox.
Here we go. It's Friday night. Your full weather is brought to you by Varney Ford, the nice car and truck people. And all right, so let's start here. Here's Earl. Winds are 105 miles per hour, well out in the Atlantic, of course. Will miss us completely, but we will get some high surf from this out there already now. And wave heights tomorrow approaching 6 to 10 feet just offshore. But it is going away from us, not going to bug us at all except for those high surfs. And then we're in a pretty good spot then for the weekend and beyond. Except for there's some smoke in the atmosphere now, actually arriving from forest fires across the west, and it's going to make things scenes like this across our region tomorrow and into tomorrow morning because that smoke is in the upper atmosphere. It's not going to bug us down here at the surface, but you'll definitely see this aloft tomorrow and also probably on Sunday as it kind of like settles over us for the weekend. So here we go. It's going to be warm, hazy, humid, and a little bit smoky tomorrow and Sunday before it pushes out of here on Monday. Look what we did today. 80 in Millinocket, 78 in Greenville, 82 in Bangor. Look, this is not normal. The average high being 72. All of us did above that today, and we'll do that again tomorrow. And for Sunday, probably for Monday, our next chance for rain showers gets in here on Tuesday, and we'll begin to cool off just a bit, but overall, well above average temperatures into mid-September. Here we go, right? So lots of clear skies out there now, which means lots of stars. We'll keep things clear tonight, but there could be some dense fog in there once again. But here's high pressure firmly in charge, right? Everything kind of going up and around the high pressure just like that. That's going to mean really good weather for us for a couple days around here. And again, our next chance for rain not until really probably Tuesday. Let's walk you through. So here we are tonight. No worries at all. Tomorrow morning, looks like some dense fog possible once again. We're used to that by now, right? And then tomorrow, very nice day. Don't forget your sunglasses tomorrow. Dense fog returns again tomorrow night. Then another very nice day for us on Sunday into Monday. Probably some increasing clouds later on Monday before we get some rain showers in here then. All right, our forecast then for tonight, though, is lots of clear skies out there. Some dense fog is likely. Look for low temperatures down near 55, so comfortable low temperatures tonight. Good sleeping weather with a calm wind after midnight. For tomorrow, all right, so here we go. Mostly sunny. We're not going to go for a record high tomorrow, but we're getting close in some spots, right? Look for 85 for our forecasted high temperature with a northwest breeze around 5. Again, take this in. We're going to pay for it at some point, just not anytime soon. Because looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows tomorrow 85, Sunday 84, Monday 81, and then slightly cooler Tuesday with some rain showers across the area, 76, followed by maybe 74 Wednesday. Overall, though, a quick pattern change probably Tuesday and a Wednesday. We'll bring our next system in here and cool us off slightly by the end of next week. Beth?
Definitely happy to see that plenty of sunshine is heading our way, and of course we balance things out with some showers as well. Thanks so much, Jeff. Well, sports is coming up next with Tyler Cruz. Stay with us.
Interest rates are on the rise and making waves in the real estate market. Buying or selling? You need a navigator. I'm Holly Taylor. Come to the one who gets it done. HollyTaylor.Realtor.
I earned my retirement. I worked over 40 years for it. But Bruce Poliquin doesn't get it. He's a Wall Street banker and congressman who took all that money from the drug and insurance industries, then voted for devastating cuts to Medicare and risking Social Security. Poliquin even supported raising the retirement age. Bruce Poliquin is all about corporations and multimillionaires like himself, not us. House Majority PAC is responsible for the content of this ad.
Out with the old and in with the new. Check out Pat's Pizza Specials. Tuesdays, $5 spaghetti and meatballs. Tuesday all day breadstick special. Wednesday, large one-topping pizzas, $8. Wednesday, small steak and cheese with French fries, $6.25. Friday, fish with French fries, $7.50. Saturday, small one-headed pizza, fountain soda, $7.25. And you can still save some dough. Bring the family to the all-new Pat's Pizza, 662 Main Road North, Hamden.
Sometimes big truck accidents can result in big case settlements. These are just some of the big case results I've fought to get my clients. If you've been hurt by a big truck, call the twos. We win for you.
Ready for that new kitchen? Get inspired by the complete in-store showroom displays at Hammond Lumber. Your dream kitchen begins when you bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company.
Find half-off deals today and save money by going to foxbangor.com.
Homes are selling in a single day. The real work happens well before. I'm Holly Taylor, and I have the expertise to guide you through your home improvements. Come to the one who gets it done. HollyTaylor.Realtor.
Sign up for You Pick 'em Red Sox at foxbangor.com. Pick who you think is going to win and compete against other fans for prizes.
Welcome back in. Thank you all for staying with us. Happy Football Friday, everyone. Week 2 now in the books, and we have a ton of action to bring you. 5 games coming your way right now. Don't blink. Who's ready? Let's go. Starting with Brewer and Skowhegan, both looking to improve to 2-0 on the season. Here is Skowhegan early in the game. Their quarterback, Adam Savage, on the option, takes it himself, and he's weaving through, following his blockers in for the touchdown. Big run from them. Big game from Skowhegan. They win 35-0. Staying in Class B over to Oakland, it's Messalonsky hosting the Rams of Deering. Eagles up big. Rams looking to come back. Look at Cash Busier for the Eagles, jumping in front of that pass with the big interception. Eagles win 37-0. Over to Falmouth and Mount Blue here. Staying with Class B, Navigators rolling out. They're up big in this one, and look at the toe tap touchdown right there. Navigators go on to win big. 49-7 is the final in that one. All right, Halldale, Winthrop, Monmouth Ramblers taking on Herman, and this was a great game. Here's the Ramblers handing off to Dominic Trott, who's just bulldozing his way into the end zone for the score. That would tie it. Winthrop would hold on late, 34-28, the final. And final game of the night, Orono versus the Minutemen of Stearns and Skank. Stearns here in the second quarter. Look at this throw right on the money over the middle, and he is gone all the way in the end zone. Stearns would have a big second half comeback. 34-30 is the final there. All right, staying with some football now, but moving up to the NFL. It is finally here, NFL season. The first NFL Sunday, less than 48 hours away. I can hear that red zone music in my head already. For the Patriots, they've been down in Florida practicing all week to get acclimated to the heat before their game against the Dolphins. We don't know exactly what Miami is going to look like. Heck, we don't know what the Patriots are going to look like. No offensive or defensive coordinator, and it's a completely new offensive system in place for New England. They've got a tough challenge in that first game of the season. Miami was one of the league leaders in blitz rate on defense just a year ago, so Pats are going to have to get going on the ground to start, and communication is going to be key when they're protecting Mac Jones.
Yeah, I mean, communication is huge every week, but especially this week. I mean, they have a great defense. They've played a lot of football together, so they're able to communicate really well, and I mean, we're going to have to do the same. So, we're going to have a plan and communicate well when we get out there.
You always want to start off running the ball and establish that level of dominance and physicality. And then, of course, we just got to do our job and protect our quarterback. That's our job, so.
I am so looking forward to watching just countless hours of football on Sunday and getting absolutely nothing done around my apartment. But it's okay, and you all have my permission to do the same. Moving on now to some field hockey. We will head up to Orono at the University of Maine. Yeah, back in Orono, we were there later tonight. Mia Borley and the Black Bears hosting the first of their 2 games this weekend, looking to grab win number 2 over Hofstra. In the first, Hofstra with a good chance here close to the goal, but Borley is there for the save to keep things scoreless. Couple minutes down the road, Maine coming off the corner. Madison Hartley sets up Poppy Lambert nicely, and she blasts this one into the goal, 1-0 Maine. That is all the help the Black Bears needed offensively. Look at this diving save from Borley right there. She posts the shutout, and Maine wins 1-0 is the final. Big win for the Black Bears, big showing for Borley. They will look to improve to 3-3 on the season Sunday afternoon against Kent State. Let's hit up some high school sports now. Busy day for it here. Before we got into any football, we hit up a soccer game this afternoon. Broncos of Hamden Academy making the trip to Brewer, taking on the Witches. This was a great game, especially in the first half. Brewer with a great chance here. Great pass from Drew Hodgins, but Sam Burnham is there for the save. Hodgins on the rebound, a little too much on that one. Witches, another chance here from Hodgins off some nice passing. He's going to get it right here, but the save for Burnham again. Eventually, though, the Witches would get through. It's Hodgins again on the free kick. This one is good. Makes it a 1-0 game right before the half, and the Witches go on to win. 3-0 is the final. All right, that's all the time we have for sports. We will be right back after the break.
What happened between Tuesday and Friday? Jared Golden broke his promise. Tuesday, Jared Golden campaigned as an independent fighter against Biden's spending that he knew
would make inflation worse.
But 3 days later, voted for Biden's newest spending bill that will raise taxes on nearly every Mainer, nearly double the IRS. And in Jared Golden's words,
make inflation worse.
Jared Golden broke his promise to Mainers. Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Sting in concert, September 11th, Maine Savings Amphitheater, Bangor, Maine. Sting, My Songs. Performing songs written throughout his prolific career with special guest Joe Sumner. On sale now at waterfrontconcerts.com or ticketmaster.com. Sting in one unforgettable night, part of the Varney Insurance Concert Series.
The OG Fountain Coke, the velvety smooth iced coffee, the triumphant return of High C Orange Lava Burst. Whichever is your favorite, they're all delicious. It's more than a drink. It's a McDonald's drink. Choose your favorite when you get any size soft drink for just $1 at McDonald's. Right now, you can enjoy deliciously refreshing beverages like an ice-cold Dr. Pepper or other soft drink for only $1. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Rowell's Garage has been serving customers in the greater Dover-Foxcroft region since 1946. Our goal is not just selling you a vehicle, but also giving you quality service to maintain your vehicle at peak performance. Browse our inventory online or in person. Whether it's a car, truck, or SUV, we can put you in the vehicle that is right for you. Sales, service, and parts. Rowell's Garage. Doing business the right way every day.
Hi, I'm Ron Hazelton. For great home improvement tips and ideas, be sure to watch House Calls. Grab a cup of coffee and join me.
Lee Jung-jae lands a new lead role. Brad Pitt reteams with Margot Robbie, and more. Here's Fox's Ashley Dvorkin with the latest from the Hollywood Nation.
Explain it to us then.
Craig takes a trip, Cuoco time travels, and Jung-jae leads in the Hollywood Nation. Lee Jung-jae is heading to a galaxy far, far away. According to Deadline, the Squid Game star will play the male lead in the new Star Wars series, The Acolyte, for Disney+. The show is a mystery thriller set in the final days of the High Republic era, when the Jedis were at the peak of their power. Today's first looks includes Brad Pitt and Margot Robbie going back in time to the Roaring 20s. The Once Upon a Time in Hollywood co-stars are featured in the first batch of images to Paramount Pictures' star-studded film Babylon. The period drama is set in Los Angeles during the Jazz Age and explores Hollywood's transition from silent films to the talkies. It arrives in theaters Christmas Day. Cheers, mate! Kaylee Cuoco and Pete Davidson are stuck in a time loop in the trailer to the rom-com Meet Cute. Cuoco plays a woman who uses a time machine to go back to her first date with Davidson's character so she can change him into the perfect man. It debuts on Peacock September 21st.
You expected a mystery.
And Daniel Craig peels back the layers to a new murder mystery in Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery. Netflix released a teaser trailer to the whodunit sequel, with Craig reprising his role as Detective Benoit Blanc, joining a new group of suspects in Greece to solve a new case. The star-studded cast includes Edward Norton, Janelle Monáe, Kate Hudson, and Dave Bautista. It debuts on Netflix December 23rd.
Everyone is in danger.
In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Well, a new family is joining the Fox TV lineup this week with Monarch. As we get ready for the drama, we caught up with several cast members sharing their excitement over the new series with events from Nashville to New York. We return now to Fox's Ashley Dvorkin.
We are the first family of country music.
The Roman family unpack their cowboy boots and lots of drama as Monarch moves in, with Susan Sarandon and Trace Atkins leading the way.
There's the three kids. There's infighting, and then they fight with the parents, and it's just, it's never ending. And then other people come in, and there's relationships that fall apart, and it's just craziness all the time.
Covers and originals take center stage each episode. Is there music in the downtime too?
A little bit, Some of these folks can sing. They can sing, and I was impressed with it. And yeah, there's always music. Somebody's singing something somewhere. Yeah, it was always around.
Cast members are sharing excitement from Nashville to New York, from the Opry to a Soho pop-up shop, where we caught up with star Anna Friel.
I started with the accent, and I listened to lots and lots of country music, and I learned as I went along. And every time we had guest stars, they were incredibly open to ask them any questions.
Friel also notes how special that original music is.
I love the original music because they were written to go with our characters. But in episode 10, I've got a duet with Trace, which is one of the highlights of my 30-year career.
Show creator Melissa London Hilfers loves how they're introducing a female-driven show set in this world.
The women are the bosses, the women are pulling the strings, and we are in charge. The very seed was that there was this incredibly strong, powerful woman, and what happens? What does she build, and what does she create, and how's that going to continue?
She also can't wait for audiences to see who shows up.
We have Martina McBride, we have Shania,
In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Monarch airs Sunday after the NFL doubleheader, then moves to Tuesdays starting September 20th, right here on Fox. Well, Thomas the Train is getting a new friend. The popular children's show Thomas and Friends is adding its first autistic character to the group, Bruno. Bruno is a brake car that enjoys routines and schedules. Bruno features a bright red exterior with lanterns and stairs that help show when he is cautious or excited. The character is voiced by autistic actor Chuck Smith. The character's creators say they intend to show the challenges of autistic children and give their friends and families a new insight on how to help them. Well, Monday is National Chocolate Milkshake Day, and to celebrate, you may want to head to the International House of Pancakes. IHOP is bringing back Milkshake Monday for the second year. Customers can get a buy one, get one free deal on any flavored shake from noon until 8 p.m. on Monday. But to score the deal, you have to dine in at the restaurant. IHOP says it will donate $1 from the sale of all shakes up to $500,000 to Comedy Gives Back. That's a nonprofit that helps comedians when they're in need. Definitely a tasty deal to be had there, that is for sure. Alrighty, folks, that is going to do it for us from everyone here at Fox 22 News. Take care and have a great rest of your night.
For more local news coverage, switch over to our sister station, ABC7, right now for ABC7 News at 11.
Their price, $30,000. Your price, $20. Can you tell the difference? Even expert jewelers have a difficult time distinguishing the diamond Z4 CZ from mine diamonds because of their similarity. Now, for the first time ever, the fire and brilliance of flawless diamonds are captured in this beautiful ring, each perfectly complemented by a brilliant setting of sterling silver plate and offered at an unprecedented price. The Sterlington collection proudly presents a true masterpiece. This exquisite ring features a flawless simulated diamond center stone of 2 3/4 carats, surrounded by over 1 1/4 carats of round and tapered flawless baguettes. And now the stunning brilliance of Diamond Z4 is affordable to virtually everyone. One jewelry industry professional who examined these rings marveled at their beauty and brilliance.
It's exceedingly rare to see such flawless stones.
He's right. Comparable solitaires made of diamonds can cost up to $30,000.
I was shocked that the stones in these rings weren't diamonds.
Even perfect natural diamonds have flaws, but every CZ stone in the Diamond Z4 is perfect in its color, clarity, and cut. And at a remarkable total weight of over 4 carats, it will become an instant favorite, turning heads and inspiring gasps of envy.
This is ABC 7 News at 11.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.